Get ready. It's time for a well-deserved break, Pittsburgh, with Heather Abraham and David Highfield from the KDKA TV studios. It's Pittsburgh Today Live.
Good morning.
Look who's back.
Well,
Heather's back.
This is not really expected for me to have a long weekend. I got my second dose of the COVID vaccine on Thursday, which is so exciting. I'm so pumped.
But you weren't feeling so great on Friday. And
I
that's
wasn't.
Why you were off
but
on
you know,
Friday.
I have to tell you, even though I was dealing with a little bit of fatigue, I had some of the symptoms that people have talked about, the side effects, like some chills and headache, just feeling tired. So it is so worth it to know. Like
just the sense of relief.
I drove home and I just took this deep breath. Like, okay, let's do this.
Yeah.
What can we do next?
We're moving forward.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's great
This is great.
So many people have been able to move forward.
Yeah.
So today is not only Monday, it is National Pretzel Day.
And we have to celebrate.
So we have pretzels.
Yeah, we have Auntie Anne's pretzels here. They actually pulled up outside of the KDKA studios, which is always a nice treat.
Oh, it was so wonderful.
Ice cream last week, pretzels this week.
We're not fooling around. We got good stuff lined up.
Diet ruined. It's fine.
Well, that's true. But you know what? And I thought I'd take just a couple bites of one of these cinnamon pretzels. Ate the whole thing.
Me too.
Yeah.
Don't worry, you're not alone.
It was fantastic. So we have some facts for you to tell you about National Pretzel Day. One of them is
inform you.
80% of all pretzels are made right here in Pennsylvania.
How about that? Maybe we shouldn't be the Keystone State.
We should be the pretzel state, yes. Maybe, I don't know. But the reason we're talking about Auntie Anne's and the reason that they came over is they're doing something great today.
Yeah.
So they are going to be at the waterfront today.
Their truck.
Their
truck.
Yeah, so this is the truck. This is what pulled up outside the station. And Anthony was in charge out there in the truck, and we want to give him a shout out. So thank you very much for your help with all of this. But they're going to be at the pump house at the waterfront today, and a portion of the sales of the pretzels from their truck is going to go to the Greater Pittsburgh Community Food Bank. And we love that.
Yeah.
We love partnering with them with the KDKA Turkey Fund, and they're going to be out there from 11 a.m. until 7 p.m. at the pump house at the waterfront today.
Yeah, and we know that some places are giving out free pretzels just to celebrate the national holiday, but Anthony told us they are not handing out free pretzels today because they really are making it their mission to give back.
Yeah, from the truck.
From the truck.
Yeah, Auntie Anne locations, I believe, if you download the app and become a Perks member, you can get a free pretzel.
So thank you, Anthony. Thanks for coming here extra early, giving us some pretzels, and doing such a great thing.
Got our Monday started on the right note.
Yeah.
All right, so I want to ask about your weekend.
Oh yeah, it was nice, and that extra day to rest and get back into gear really helped. I have to say that. We got ready for softball and t-ball, and I have some adorable pictures to share with you. But please look at Sunny's face in the series of pictures. I cannot even with her. It's like she doesn't know how to. Lila is such a poser.
Yeah, I like Lila's pose. Look at Lila's ready to go.
And then Sunny, she's so excited. So we had a lot of fun getting their uniforms. Frankie is a coach.
Which is fantastic.
Which is so fun. And they had a great first day out there. Frankie said it took a lot of patience on his part because they have to pitch to the kids first.
Right.
And then they get a chance to actually use the tee. So they get the pitches, they try and hit them, doesn't really happen, then they get the tee. But I have to share you this too with you because Mike.
Oh, this is your neighbor.
Yeah, this is Mike, who we call Bubba. Lila named him Bubba when she was a baby. He's actually her godfather. But anyways, he was pitching to her over the fence. So we played a little softball, wiffle ball.
Oh, and look at Rocco.
Rocco, just sitting there. But there's Lila getting ready to hit the ball, and
this is
boom.
Great.
There are a lot of balls that end up in his yard.
I would
when he's not
imagine.
pitching.
Yes, I would imagine.
And then
It's great that you have a neighbor like that.
I know, and we love spending time with him. So hey, Bubba, if you're watching. And last but not least, the simple joys of life. Watching Rocco eat a brownie, I'm telling you, I could have watched him eat this all day long. But tell me you don't do this when you're home alone and you see a brownie.
Well, it might get that bad sometimes. Yeah, that's.
You know what, though,
It's so
all in all, Ron asked me, how was your weekend? And I couldn't really remember. You know, you start thinking, like, what did I... But it was so, like, the simple things bring me so much joy. Being able to see the kids get their uniforms for T-ball, watching Rocco eat a brownie. It's just these little things that bring you so much happiness.
Well, in fact, I have an example of that. It's a little thing that we just haven't done in forever.
Yeah.
So I said to Gary yesterday, let's get in the car. I'm not going to tell you where we're going. Let's just go. And we went, and we got soft serve.
Oh, look at you trying to prove a point.
And it was delicious. The Baskin-Robbins over there near the waterworks.
Oh, how
But anyway, it was just delicious. And then the other picture I have to show is actually some video. And so so we went to our friends Gary and Stevens on Saturday. Their backyard.
Beautiful.
Like, do you have friends that, like, it's inspiring. Like, I wish our backyard would ever look like this. They work so hard. Your yard looks great.
Well,
no,
no.
Frankie does a great job.
He does. The dogs ruin it a little bit, but yeah.
But this, like, I joke whenever I go over there that we're canceling our subscription to Phipps. We don't need to go to Phipps anymore. We just come to your backyard.
Just go into your backyard. Beautiful.
So it's one of those things that it makes me, look how green the grass is already. Our grass never looks like that. So it is inspiring, and I'm sure all of you can relate to it, because there's someone in your neighborhood who has, like, the perfect lawn, and you're envious and at the same time inspired by it. And
then you realize how much work it takes, and you're like,
so much work.
maybe I'll do something else.
Do you know how heavy mulch is?
I know.
Oh,
I know.
it's just a lot. So anyway, that was my weekend, all wrapped up. Some people in Nebraska had a wild weekend.
Oh my gosh.
This is such great video.
So funny. And it all started with a guy named Josh. Yeah, this started as a joke. He challenged Josh's to a duel, and a year later, it turned into this massive fight with swimming pool noodles. That's it.
This would allow you to get out all the aggression that you have during the week, and I love it. I'm rooting for Josh, because everyone was named Josh, right?
Josh.
So, I mean, this all grew out of boredom last year, and so he started posting this on social media. Wouldn't it be cool if we had this get-together? So they did this duel, and then I don't know if we have pictures of the little boy. 4-year-old Joshua Vincent Jr. was named. That, who knows, that might be him.
I think that is him.
He was named the winner of this. He got a Burger King crown.
There you go.
But just silliness. And you know what, on top
Team
of it,
Josh.
they raised money or raised food, actually, that people donated food for the local food bank out there.
So fun.
Everyone named Josh.
Finding the simple joys.
Exactly.
Should I challenge Heathers to a duel?
Maybe you should.
What kind
and then
of
we'll
duel?
gather all the Heathers in Point State Park. And we could
raise money for the turkey fund.
There you go.
We just got to
All right.
add something else.
Water balloons is what I'm hearing in my ear.
I like it.
So yeah,
Let's
there's an
do
idea. All right, so this is unusual, and we just wanted to share it with you. Have you heard that Fancy Feast is out with a cookbook?
No.
Yeah.
Tell me more, David.
So it's not a cookbook to make cat food, but it's actually a cookbook so you can have dinner with your cat. And so the recipes are inspired by Fancy Feast's dishes, and they have this new line, Petite Feast. So they have like 12 recipes that you can download for free, and they have an in-house chef who came up with them, and they say this can make mealtime a bonding experience with you and your cat.
I have more questions about this in-house chef that you
They have an in-house chef, yes.
But does he or she
I think it's a
test
she.
the food before they decide to market it to cat owners?
I don't know what the in-house chef does pertaining to the actual cat food, but the in-house chef is who came up with the recipes for the cookbook.
Isn't it funny that that's what I got out of
That's
this?
what stuck with you with all
job?
that.
What
I
did
think
you
it's
do
cute,
there?
and I mean the recipes sound delicious. Chicken with ramen and tomato honey butter sauce. I'd be willing to download it and try it.
Sounds like you
sounds
were
like
going to be in our PTL kitchen cooking something up.
Okay.
Sponsored by Fancy Feast.
We'll see where that goes. All right. Hey, we had some leftovers, speaking of food, but we're actually speaking about questions because our Friday free-for-all, we ran out of time and we just had such great questions, and we had questions for you.
Oh, really?
And so because you weren't here, we couldn't answer the questions.
Okay.
First one is from Pete. Heather, I'd be interested in hearing about your Brooklyn career, your most memorable story.
Oh my gosh. I loved my Brooklyn days. It was where I really grew in this role, and I had such a great appreciation for the role that everybody did because I was doing all of them.
Yeah.
I was what was called a one-man band. So we carried the camera, we shot all of our video, we edited everything, we wrote everything, and we presented the information. So it was a lot of work. I remember walking across the Brooklyn Bridge. I'd parked on the wrong side of the bridge. I thought there was a protest, and finding parking is not easy. So I parked and I went to this march and rally, and it wasn't there. And then I realized, oh, it's on the other side of the bridge. The only thing to do was to walk.
So what are you carrying? You're carrying a tripod and a camera?
My bag, my camera, in heels across the Brooklyn Bridge. And that's when, ladies and gentlemen, I realized how tough I was.
Yeah.
That's when you realize you have it.
Well, no, and here's a picture of you and your toughness.
Yeah, well,
look at this.
So I eventually, in my last year there, I started working with Paul, and he is still a photographer up in New York. And so he was a photographer that I worked with in the mornings. I got moved to mornings. It was a new thing for News 12 Brooklyn. You know, one of my greatest memories, though, and is this his name? Austin Peck from Days of Our Lives, but then he went on to another soap, which was filmed in Brooklyn, and I got to meet him.
Oh, you got to meet him.
And it was the best day of my life.
All right, we have to track down Austin Peck. I've never heard of Austin Peck.
I think that's his name.
Is that his character name or his actor name?
So long ago, I don't remember.
It sounds like it could be
either or, right?
I mean, if you're going to be a soap opera actor, Austin Peck is a great name.
It's not coming.
Okay.
I don't know.
We'll
I'll
work on that. Margaret is asking, hey, still waiting for David and Heather to dance their set to Staying Alive. Did we promise this once?
I don't remember. We promised so much. I just promised a water balloon fight at Point State Park with a bunch of Heathers.
With everyone named Heather. Margaret, we're going to get on that, I guess. If we promised it, we need to make it come through. Elise is asking a question that we should have answered on Friday. She said, my 34th anniversary is this Sunday, so happy anniversary, belatedly.
Yes.
What do you recommend for a casual day date?
I would love to know what they ended up doing. I have so many suggestions. There's so much to do. And the first thing I thought of was brunch, because I love brunch.
Oh, yeah.
There's so many, I don't know. I'm curious what they ended up doing.
I will tell you two brunch places that I love in Lawrenceville. I'm just going to name the names. The Abbey, because they have this outdoor courtyard around this water fountain. It like transports you. And then Piccolo Forno, because it's another great, like, just kind of lunchtime place. Have we been there before? Or no, we went to the cafe there.
Yeah, Coco Cafe.
Coco Cafe.
Closed, right?
I don't know.
I don't know if they're still there.
To find out. I have to find out. All right. Well, once again, we're out of time. We're just in the middle of the questions, and we're out of time. But we have so much more coming up this hour, so we want to get things moving. And I have a question for you. Have you seen any wildlife out your window, like maybe a bear? Well, some folks in Western PA have. So we're going to talk about this and how you can protect your pets if Yogi makes a visit in your yard. Dr. Mike will tell us what to do coming up.
With stories like that, you don't have to venture far for a wilderness retreat. But are you looking for options maybe for a staycation? We're going to give you some favorites coming up.
And boy, we could use some of this. A little motivational Monday, anyone? Yeah, we will join our friend Arthur Moats for a little pickup to start the week.
It's Monday, April 26, 2021. We are so glad you're spending part of your morning with us here. We'll get you motivated next on PTL.